Good morning, class 9C. Today is 4th August. We'll continue with the chapter 8, Energy Flow and its Resources. The previous session I have taken solar cell. Today we will revise it. Solar cell is a device which converts solar energy directly into electrical energy. Now on the other hand, this solar cell is a solar heating device which is producing the electricity from solar energy. The solar cell is made up of the semiconductor like silicon, gallium, germanium. Now we have to study the advantages and disadvantages of solar panel. But what is solar panel? First of all, we will study. Solar panel are solar cells are arranged cell side by side connected such a way to produce sufficient electricity. Now see the diagram of the solar panel. This is solar panel. These are the solar cells. They are arranged side by side. They are connected with the silver wire. And why the silver wire is used? Because silver is the best conductor. And why we are not using single solar cell? Because the single solar cell is giving very less amount of electricity or very low electricity is produced. So we are using solar panel instead of using one single solar cell. Now advantages of using solar panels. First, do not require any maintenance. It does not require maintenance. Second, the running cost is almost nil. Third, do not cause any environmental pollution. No pollution is there. Fourth one, more suitable for the remote and isolated places where the electrical power line is difficult to set up. Fifth, last over long period of time. That means the solar panel works for a long period of time. Now there are some disadvantages of using the solar panel. The disadvantages of using the solar panel is, first, initial cost of solar panel is very high. When you install the solar panel, the cost of installation is very high. Second, the direct current is produced by the solar panel. Direct current is DC current. This is produced by the solar panel and that cannot be directly used for our household purposes. So that direct current has to be changed into the AC current, alternating current. Third, efficiency of the solar energy to change into electrical energy is very low. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the solar panel. Now next topic is wind energy. Energy associated with the movement of air. So movement of air is known as wind. And when the air is moving and the energy that is associated with it is known as wind energy. Now next is windmill. Windmill is a device in which wind energy is used to rotate a set of blades, and rotational energy of the blade is used to do work to produce electricity. So windmill is used to produce electricity from wind energy. Now number of windmills are installed in a definite pattern is called wind farm. Suppose this is a farm where number of windmills are established. So this is known as windmill farm. Now wind energy farm. In India, we are having the wind energy farm in Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu. It produces 380 megawatt electricity. Now we will discuss the advantages of using the wind energy and disadvantages of using the wind energy. Now first is advantages of using the wind energy is renewable source of energy. We have already discussed renewable means that will not finish. Second is environmental friendly. Environmental, that means no pollution related to the environment and efficient source of the renewable energy. Now, does not cause any pollution in the environment. Fourth, no recurring expenses. That means no expenses, no cost of maintenance again and again. So these are the advantages of using the wind energy in the wind mill to produce electricity. Disadvantages of using wind energy. There are some disadvantages. First is requires large area of land. When you have to establish the wind energy farm, you have to require large area of the land to establish windmills in numbers. Second, cost of installation is very high. When you install the windmill, then the installation cost is very high. Now, tower and the blades is exposed directly to the nature, so there is a chances of rusting. So proper maintenance is required in between. Fourth, noise pollution. People living near that area where is windmill farm, they are disturbed by the noise of produced by the windmill. So these are the disadvantages and advantages. Limitation of wind energy. First is near coastal area. The windmill can only be established near the coastal area. Why? Because that places near the coastal area will produce winds that are strong and frequent. And what should be the speed of the wind? That is 12 km per hour to produce the electricity from the windmill. So these are the limitation of using the wind energy. We have discussed this topic. Let's do it next topic. Now next is production of electricity from water, or it's known as hydro. Hydro word means water power or hydroelectricity. Now the electricity is generated from the water. That plant is known as hydroelectric plant. For that plant, 4 component parts are there to generate electricity. First, the dam is constructed, the turbine, it's a blade arrangement that rotates when the water falls from a height, generator, when the water falls from a height through a dam, the turbine blades rotate and the generator gets on. That means mechanical energy changes into the electrical energy, and through the transmission line, through the transmission wire, that electricity produced is transmitted. Now next we will discuss about the advantages of hydropower. Hydropower means hydroelectricity. Hydroelectricity generated from the water. Now next is, first point, does not produce any environmental pollution. No pollution is produced in the environment. Second, it is renewable source of energy. Third, the dam constructed over rivers help us in irrigation and also to control floods in rivers. Fourth advantage is electricity produced in large scale in case of the hydroelectric power plant. Fifth, after electricity is produced, the water can be used for other need. When the electricity is produced from our water, then you can use that water for the other needs also. There are some disadvantages of producing the electricity from hydroelectric power plant. That is, first is flowing water is not available everywhere. Everywhere flowing water is not there, the water which flows. Second point is costly to build large hydroelectric power plant. For that hydroelectric power plant, dam has to be built, turbine, generators, and then transmission line. So the construction cost is very high. Third, due to construction of dams over the rivers, plants and animals of that places get killed or they get destroyed. Fourth is, there is ecological balance in the downstream. Down in the river, areas of rivers get disturbed. So these are the disadvantages and these are the advantages of hydropower. Now one more topic is there, that is run of the river scheme. Let's see what is run of river scheme. First is hydro, the type of hydroelectric generation plant whereby little or no water storage is provided, where the water is not stored. From that the electricity is generated is known as the run of the river scheme. That advantages are also there and disadvantages of also there. Let us discuss the advantages. Advantages is that first, the flooding of the upper part of river is not required. Second is the harness the natural potential energy of water. Last is sustainable energy minimizes the impact to the surrounding environment and nearby communities. But there are some disadvantages of using the river scheme. That disadvantage is there is little or no capacity of water storage. In this case, the water was stored in a dam, but here the water is not stored at all. So this is one disadvantage. Second, it generates much more power during seasonal river flow high. Because during the season, monsoon season, the river flow is high, more water is there, so more electricity will be produced. But when the season is not there, so less electricity will be produced through this run of the river scheme. So these were the two where the storage of water is more and here no storage of water is required or provided. Now next topic, electricity generated from the nuclear power plant. Now before going to this, what is nuclear energy we will discuss. So nuclear energy is a reaction in which nucleus of an atom undergoes a change to form a new atom and release an enormous amount of energy. So in nuclear energy, nuclear participate of an atom. Now there are two types of nuclear energy produced from two reactions. First is nuclear fission, second is nuclear fusion. Now let us discuss nuclear fission. In this, the heavy nucleus of an atom, when it is bombarded with a neutron, then lighter nucleus produced with a tremendous amount of energy. So this is known as nuclear fission. So example, when uranium-235, this is a heavy nucleus, is bombarded with the thermal neutron, then it will produce lighter nuclei of barium and krypton with 3 more neutron and tremendous amount of energy. Energy is 220 million electron volt. Second type of reaction or nuclear energy reaction is nuclear fusion. In this, lighter nuclei, the smaller nuclei or lighter nuclei combines to form stable, heavier nucleus with very large amount of energy. The energy will be more than fission. So the energy produced by the fusion reaction will be more than the energy produced from the fission. So here in this case, the lighter nuclei, please don't write smaller. You will not get the number, you will get the number for the lighter nuclei. Combines to form stable, heavier nuclei with large amount of energy. Now, the energy which will be produced from nuclear power plant will be having the advantages, also the limitation or the disadvantages. Let us discuss first the advantages of the nuclear energy. first very small amount of nuclear fuel is required. Like we are using the uranium 235, very small amount is needed. Second, nuclear fuel, when it is loaded, once the nuclear fuel is loaded, then it will keep on producing the energy for a longer period of time. Now there are some limitations regarding to the nuclear energy. That limitations are, it's not a clean source of energy. Why? Because very harmful nuclear radiations are produced. When the energy is produced from the nuclear energy power plant, harmful radiations are produced in this process which are highly energetic and penetrating. They can even cause ionization and harmful to our human body also. So protection to be needed while handling this reaction or energy generated from this power plant. Second is waste obtained from it. It means from this nuclear power plant causes high degree of environmental pollution. Now last topic is energy degradation. Now what is energy degradation? The definition you have to learn. Energy degradation means the slowly decrease of useful energy due to the radiation. The reason is because of the radiation, loss, friction, etc. is called the degradation of energy. So let us take one example in order to understand what is energy degradation. First is when we light a bulb, electric bulb, you are using the electricity. So 25% of electrical energy is converted into the light energy. Why we are using the electric bulb? To get the light energy. So only 25% we are getting the light energy, whatever electricity we are giving to the bulb. So the remaining part, where is 75% is going? 75% is used to heat the filament, and there are some radiations, invisible radiations are produced. So ultimately 25% it is efficient. 75% of energy is decreased. Now let us take one more example where electrical appliances are run by electricity, like electric fan, electric motor, washing machine, electric bulb. Any kind of electrical appliances are run with the help of electricity. An appreciable part of electric energy is wasted in the form of heat energy. Anything you take it, whether you take an electric fan, when the electricity is given, it will produce mechanical effect, wind. Now what will happen when you touch the fan while it is running? After switching off, you will see the fan is hot. Or any appliances you touch that is working with the help of electricity, it will be hot, because the electricity that is not in useful form has converted into the heat energy. So this is a topic related to the energy degradation. Now if you want to take one more example, when we cook the food over the fire, the major part of the heat energy obtained from the fuel is radiated out in the atmosphere. So this radiation is of no use, and this is a degraded form of the energies. That means some percentage or most of the percentage is wasted. So this is energy degradation.